So what else can we say? Oh yeah, the Marvels. So the trailer doesn't look terrible to me, but it's also one of the most disliked Marvel trailers on YouTube. If you're going based off of,
jeez, YouTube has a troll problem.
Yeah. So
you mean like X?
Yeah. You mean Twitter, though. I'm not calling it X. Screw that.
The thing is, it's not like Rotten Tomatoes where it displays the score. The only reason I know how low the score is because I have a add-in onto my YouTube that shows the actual counts, and it was pretty highly reported that people didn't like the trailer. Whatever, I'm willing to look past that and see the actual movie and withhold judgment until then. What I will say is, and again, I do still believe Captain Marvel's the weakest movie or one of the weakest movies in the MCU up until this point, excuse me. But
so the reason I think it will do good is because it is a team up, and Miss Marvel really did generate some hype behind her when she had her series.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And also, I mean, what's her name? The one that was in WandaVision.
Rambo.
Monica Rambeau.
Rambo. I believe the hero name's Photon.
Photon, Phaser, it's a few different names, but
whichever. But
that's the thing. That's the point I made when they released the first trailer, right? Like Brie Larson was, Captain Marvel in the first movie. Obviously, she was built up to be this major figure in the MCU moving forward. That sort of fell off after her solo movie. But yeah, I mean, both of these characters come off as more interesting in this thing than she does, and I just find that pretty ironic considering how much build-up there was up until this point. The thing is, Captain Marvel, look, it grossed $1 billion. There's clearly some audience there for it, so there's clearly someone who wants to see this movie, and was clearly clamoring for this movie. But it's still by far if you're looking off the Rotten Tomatoes scores, which again isn't the most scientific metric, it's still got the lowest audience score of any Marvel Cinematic Universe movie to date. You can't ignore that there was a huge contingent of the Marvel base that did not want to see this movie and would not see a sequel.
I'm gonna say this. It can't be worse than Morbius. Sorry. It's not gonna be worse than that movie.
Well, we're talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe here, not the Sonyverse, because obviously Morbius...
Fair enough, but it's still it no doubt cannot be worse than some of the other movies that are considered to be MCU. I'm sorry, I still don't like The Incredible Hulk. But...
Oh, well, that's...
I don't like it all that much. I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna fucking fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that.
And this movie also can't be worse than Dark World for Thor, because I was just like, my God.
Well, again, I think...
Dark World was... Sorry, CJ,
I was going to say the Marvels has enough going against it that I don't think it's going to be as bad as Captain Marvel. And both of these characters are more interesting to me from their solo appearances so far than Brie Larson's character. And they're clearly trying to give them more screen time. Than Captain Marvel. There's a reason they're not calling it Captain Marvel 2. They want this to be a team-up movie.
One thing I think is also going to work for them, I think they finally realized Brie Larson's character was not written well. So
that too, it really wasn't.
Because she's obnoxious and annoying in the first one, and then in Avengers, she disappears throughout the fucking movie. She comes, they kill Thanos, then she disappears in space.
Right. They could have written her out of that movie, and it wouldn't have made a difference.
Gets a haircut though.
But just the glimpse they gave of her in the end of Miss Marvel, but also the trailer for the Marvels, it looks like they kind of modernized Carol. That she's not stuck in the 90s anymore or all business. It looks like she's a little bit more fun. And not someone stuck a stick up Brie Larson's ass.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest...
also, she gained the respect of Thor, too, so it's all right, clearly they're trying to give this person some prestige in this franchise.
Yeah, I mean, look, if the foundation of a character like that is as weak as it is, I don't know how easy it is to redeem them. I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt and go into this with an open mind. I'm just saying, it's hard to erase what they've done so far. Yeah, that being said, I'd much rather see that than, say, rewatching Captain Marvel or... there's a lot of worse projects that could come out, but that leads me to the whole point of, did we really need this? I don't know if we really needed this, specifically.
I mean, I will form that opinion when I eventually watch that movie, so let's see how that goes 3 or 4 months out when it's released. So...
What you just saw was a clip from our full show, the Utterly Nonsense Podcast. The episode in its entirety can be found on utterlynonsense.com or by checking the links in the description below. Subscribe for more, and as always, thanks for listening.